Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to the alternate pathway of the Age of Wonders 3 campaign, the Elven Court. Just a reminder, this is a what if I had made a different decision in Scenario 4 and sided with Groshak instead of siding with Nomlik. In our last episode, we continued making our way through Scenario 5, and you can see here that we've now eliminated another of our opponents, so Drugel the Stout has lost, and if we look, that means that the only remaining opponents are Awanes the Custodian, who we are not at war with, and Svengir the Golden. So really, we just have a single opponent remaining, and that's Svengir, and he's a dwarf rogue. Now, I can't remember if I know where his throne city is. I think if I remember right, we eliminated his throne, but he's probably had time to relocate it to a city now. So we're gonna have to see if we can basically eliminated him, and if I remember correctly, he was sitting right here. So we're on our way over there to see if we can eliminate him fully. And if we jump back underground, I know he has a city over here, so it's possible that this is now his throne city as well. So we've definitely got some things left to do, but we've really made good progress, and I think we're going to be in good shape. We also need to get a unit that can dig to tunnel through this wall and get us access to the portal. So that is what we're going to focus on now. So let's see what we can do here. They're offering a tribute. I'm going to take the gold. And then we can upgrade Reskar, who we did level up previously. And he now has access to that amazing spell, Call Beast Horde. So that's going to make a big difference for him. Let's see. So yeah, I think what we'll do... We did get this Breach Loader as a new unit. I think we're going to just group up here, and we're going to start heading over to Svengir's city to see if we can put the hurt there. So yeah, Drugel the Stout has been killed. Lots of joint offers. We're going to ignore those. We will do our movement, though. So let's see. We could do some haste berries. Ooh, I don't want to do that. Whoops. Definitely don't want to do that. We'll start moving this way. I guess I didn't really need to grab the haste berries now that I look at it. We don't want to go to the Hookbriar. That's a disaster. So here, I think what we want to do is... Yeah, let's see. How well defended is this? Not very well at all. If we move one closer... Ooh! But there is Svengir, and I remember we tried to get him into the void, and we failed. With these units, though, I feel like we're strong enough that we could probably do it. So let's see if we can make that happen. You know what? We'll start the fight like this. There. And again, we want to just get Svengir into the void. That is the goal here. Even though we're probably going to lose these units. It is annoying, though, because this unit we might want to try and keep alive because it can heal. Or it can dig, I mean. And we need it to dig. So, again, we have Fireball, but we don't necessarily want to use this on him while he's in defense mode. So I think the smarter thing to do here is going to be to try to draw out the attacks. Let's see if we can get Svengir to commit to attacking us. Again, the intent here is not to win this fight, it's to put Svengir into the void. So if we can get him into the void, then take his throne city, he's eliminated, right? Alright, so, you know what, we could just charge in there and get him out of defense mode that way. I don't hate that. Let's do it. Or, never mind, that keeps him in defense mode, but at least it does damage. That's what I meant. Okay, Beetle Knight will move up here. And then our Frost Elemental will go there just to protect the flank. And you know what? We could put Static Sphere onto... Probably should have put that onto my Knight before we even did that, but... Alright, we'll wait here. Ouch, that hurt. Oh yeah, all these ranged attacks are just whittling me away. Okay, there. At least now he's done something so we can hit him. Nice. Those attacks from my Frost Elemental are really nice. Ooh, and we can get in there. That's good. We can get in there like this and flank him. Excellent. And then we should hopefully be able to get the kill like this. Excellent. Okay. So that puts him into the void. Now all we have to do is take the throne city. Frost Elemental will go defense mode. And then we will let this ride here. Ooh, resisted the charm. Thank goodness. That really hurt, though. Big critical flank shot. So again, we know we're going to lose these units. There's really no saving them. Ooh, that hurt. That did a lot of damage to our poor Frost Elemental. Alright, well, we can step up at least and do defensive strike. What little that's going to be worth. We might as well try and kill something, so let's just kill the Hellhound. Ooh, we couldn't even do that. Alright, we'll end it there. We know we're going to lose the Elemental. But again, the objective here was essentially just to get Svengir into the void. When I didn't see if that was the throne city or not. I hope not, because if it is, then that means... Oh, and you know what? I should have moved this guy over to see if he could join in. It is not. Okay, it's just a regular city. That's fine. So that means his throne is probably relocated to this one underground, which was already kind of my suspicion. And we have Reskar moving in to deal with that, so that is wonderful. We have Groshak and his group on his way over here, so... Yeah, we'll just do this. Ooh, there's a few units there. Thankfully, again, we do have Groshak moving over, so that should be fine. We have some knights to deal with. We'll just tell them to move along the road. Sundrin and her group are going to bring up the rear here. Probably not going to be there in time to make much of a meaningful difference, however. We will keep on moving. This knight is a lot closer to the action. Okay. We've got this shock trooper who's making his way over as well. There we go. Knight down here. I think, yeah, we're just going to keep following kind of the same path. Now it's production. I want to make sure, did we... Oh, we did miss this wisp up here. We might as well just see what's over here. Looks like some mana crystals, maybe. As for production, we might as well just keep going for things that sort of benefit. This is the throne, after all, so let's go for that public baths. Murk water up here. We could do... You know, an observatory wouldn't be bad. That would pull that farm into our domain. And the hasteberries, too. Over to Terome. Storehouse wouldn't be bad. Improve the growth a little bit. And we're still pretty good for gold, so we'll end it there. Again, the trick now is going to be getting a unit that can dig. Probably have to wait till we absorb. There it is. So now let's do a prospector. See if we can get him underground. I'm going to say let me know when you're ready to talk. That now neutral city. And then over here, we're going to want to avoid those blighted vines. Let's go like this. Perfect, okay. And we'll group up there just so that we're all together. And then, next turn, we should be able to get Groshak. Well, I think it's going to be 2 turns to get in there, but in the meantime, let's go back underground and see if we can get over here. Ooh, yeah. Interestingly, that is not his throne city. Huh. Well, we'll just have to keep going. Maybe he's got more beyond this. That would be my hunch. Either that or he's got more cities in here, but no, I don't think so. Yeah, it's almost certainly that he's underground. Unless he's got something up here, but that's what our Wisp can keep exploring and try to find out. So, our Wisp can go this way. And just see, I don't think he's got anything over here. But we can keep looking. Sea Ridge Bend. Oh yeah, just the pirates are in the water. Gotta watch out for that. We could do Eldritch Horror in 6 turns, but I feel like just getting the additional casting points is going to keep benefiting us here. So maybe we just do that for another turn. We'll skip production as usual and then just finish our movement here. There we go. And Sundrin can now make landfall. Yeah, and over here, I think we'll just wait until we're a little closer with Groshak. Again, we know this isn't the throne, but it would be good to take it. So we'll just wait 1 turn here, maybe. Alright, so our knights here. And the goal is just to get into the fight. And here we can head up this way. All right, underground, this breach loader does not have the ability to dig, unfortunately. But we could head up at least to sit on this city. What do these cobwebs do? Soaks all move points on entry. Well, that's annoying. So yeah, it's kind of there to block you from going through there. Good thing we noticed it. All right, production. We'll just do this kind of quick. Let's do a Master's Guild. Daleton we can do... let's do public baths. Ooh, over here, our Orc Metropolis. Let's do a hospital. That's going to end it for us. Nice, and we're going to have our Node Serpent ready to go. Quest available. Tell me more. Ooh, I have to kill some shadow demons, but we don't have any armies in the area, so I'm going to decline. Alright, so let's first off see how close we can get here. Okay, nice. So that's really good, and we'll group up here all our units like this. That way, yeah, so next turn we're definitely taking that city for sure, no question. And then down here, we can take a look. So, reasonably well defended, a pair of succubus and a couple assassins and a tunnel sweeper. So it's definitely not a pushover, that's for sure. Ooh, yeah, and he's got another city over there, so that's probably where his throne has been migrated. So let's just get in there and take this. Thank probable victory, and you know what? We can supplement the odds here just a little bit with the Node Serpent. We can even engage the fight with the Node Serpent. Yeah, there we go. And that Node Serpent, of course, can just go right past the wall, which is part of what makes it so attractive. Oh, yeah, and there is no wall. It's just the default little obstacles here. Didn't even realize that. That is going to make this easier for us, which is great. Alright, so everybody's just going to kind of roll in. Really, we can be aggressive here. We don't have to play it safe. Once we resist or deal with the seductions, then really there aren't really too many more tricks up their sleeve. Obviously, you want to watch out for grouping up and getting blasted with fire. And then the Assassin Strike can certainly do a lot of damage, but I think we're... Fortunately, it did kind of take all the movement away from my Annihilator. That said, I'm going to cruise up here. Throw on a Nourishing Meal onto my Savant. Park like this. Put the Spider here just to kind of... let's see. Not really intending to do much there other than just soften them up a little bit. Okay. So, hopefully these seduction attempts don't work. Okay, just hitting my Node Serpent, that's fine. Yeah, there's the one. Okay, that, and we resisted both, so that's wonderful. Good job on our Node Serpent. Managing to do that, so we'll charge in, get some heavy damage. When I forgot about this, we can... Let's blast this way. Actually, hang on, before we do that, probably better to try and get the flank damage while we still can. Let's attack here. There we go. And then... Yeah, we'll do this. Okay, and now we'll do this. Nice, there's one dead. This one is stunned, so we should be able to just finish it off pretty easily. We can go here and blast the assassin to death. Yep. And then, you know what? Our flautist can get in there and just annihilate that succubus. And then our Node Serpent is freed up to go and tie up the tunnel sweeper. And, you know what? I was going to sprint in behind, but that's not going to work. So we'll just do that. Good work from our Node Serpent. The assassin is in kind of rough shape there. Let's just drop in and heal here. Might as well try for a charm. Nice, and we got it. And then Node Serpent should be able to get the kill. And a good level up, too. Excellent. Alright, so yeah, now we know there's another city over here. That is going to be the throne. There it is. Okay. Ooh, and he's got a Shadow Stalker and a Makai. So, definitely good that we're getting over to deal with him, because we know how strong those Shadow Stalkers can be. So the Node Serpent's a little bit beat up. That's okay. Might be good to put the Node Serpent in the stack just to get the healing. We're going to move the spider out and put the Node Serpent in, and then that should give us more healing. And then this is occupied. We'll just absorb it. Yes. Nice. Okay, we have the Prospector. So the Prospector's new objective is just to come down here and start digging through some walls. And then in our throne city, we will build a hospital. We are starting to run a little bit low on gold, so just have to be mindful. I'm going to get another Prospector going just in case. Darbar now. I'm okay just doing merchandise. With these cities that are right on the frontier, I'm not as keen on, like, going nuts with development. Just because they may get captured again. Ooh, a treasure chest. Yeah, we'll might as well grab that. Next turn. Again, Sundrin can keep on moving here through. That's good for her. That's good there. This little guy, same thing. This group is just going to follow along and reinforce Groshak. Not that he really needs it. And the breach loader here can just hang out. This knight, you know what? I think it's fine to hang out. We can stop production. I don't think we need more knights. Definitely was nice to have the option to just recruit a bunch of knights as needed, and they're so mobile that you can get them to the front lines much easier, which is great. So we'll do another Node Serpent here. And then we will end the turn. And now we should be able to really end this quick here, I think. Okay, so let's see. Domain invasion at Daleton. That's just the pirates. Have that new Prospector. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to move in with Groshak and his group. We'll initiate this fight. And I'm going to do this in auto combat. Oh yeah. Just wiped them out. City awaits its fate. We'll just absorb it, sure. Okay, that's wonderful. And then we will jump underground. And now Ooh, look at that. Okay, Svengir is back, so this is going to be a tougher fight. Good thing is we can... I'm gonna do this and put the spider back in the stack. Now this group can go here. And then we do want the assassin involved, because why not? And add another node serpent. And now we can engage this fight. They ain't closely matched, but I don't agree. I think we're going to be able to win this one. Plus, we have the ability to do Call Beast Horde. So we are probably going to do that right away. Ooh, Skin of Oil on Reskar. That's not fun. So we have to watch out. He might start hitting him with fireballs. But Reskar's going to do Call Beast Horde right away here. There it is. So now we're just going to have a bunch of spiders and animals every turn. Which makes a big difference for us. And then everybody else is just going to charge forward. There we go. And the ogre can jump over the wall if need be. Of course, both node serpents can get over the wall, no problem as well. They just pass right through it. Our assassin probably just going to get killed, but can draw some attention over that way. And then all of our summoned units can't move this turn, but we'll be able to soon. Alright, that should do it. Now let's see. Hopefully he doesn't start hitting us with fireballs. Oh, he disjuncted the Beast Horde. Okay. Good for him. So just to be safe, I don't know if I have the ability to get rid of this. I don't have a Dispel or anything to get rid of the Skin of Oil. So I'm going to play it safe and just boost him with Nourishing Meal to have that extra health just to be safe. In case he does start hitting him with... if he does start blasting the fireballs. Do a bit of damage there. Right, node serpents are going to charge in. You know what? This one can even throw on a sprint. Attack the crossbowman. Give the assassin a chance to get up on the wall. Got a giant red beetle here. Do have a spider baby that can get over that wall. And the dire warg is still around. You know what? Let's just charge in, sure. And then I'm going to teleport over the wall here. Just get into the base. And then everybody else is kind of good. So let's see what happens now. Interesting. Using his spells on my assassin. That's kind of a weird target to go after. So the assassin is still alive, which is kind of funny. And we can charge in this way, do the assassin strike, and then get the kill here, probably. Yep. Alright, very good. Now the red beetle can charge in. What we're going to do is try to assist our spider a little bit with this fight. This Makai is very strong. I would love to get in there just to assist. So we'll go like this with Reskar. I have to be careful, like I said, but we can at least give him a bit of help there. We'll break down this gate if we can. Wonderful. Alright, nice. And things have opened up. We'll charge in and just go for a web. No luck. And then our ogre can get ready for the fight. Ooh, I didn't realize we had a spider baby back here. Let's try for a web. Ooh, no luck. And really, I can kind of go for broke here. Like, I don't have to worry if I lose a few units. It's not the end of the world because this is kind of the last battle, right? We really do know that, so it's nice to have that kind of assurance that we're in good shape there. We flanked them. Do it again over here. Nice. Bash this gate in. Nice, we're in range to attack. Spider's in rough shape, but still functional, which is good. Can we get this Master Smith? Nope. Would be great to attack the Shadow Stalkers and start working on them. Okay, there's a good kill, and then we'll just charge in. Start putting the work on. Again, those Shadow Stalkers are still pretty scary, but the good news is they're not invincible. Next turn, we will move Reskar in further. We do have to be careful with that Skin of Oil, just because he's a little bit weaker. Even the, not necessarily even just to fire, but I think his defense is just lower, so. Nice, okay, that gate's busted. Now, our poor Ogre is almost dead, which is not great. We can turn this unit around at least. That gives our Ogre a chance to get out of there if we really wanted to. Nice, we can get over and hit this Shadow Stalker, so let's do that. And then I think we can get the kill here. Oh, I should have done my Guard Breaker first. That would have given me a better chance to... Ah, you know what? We can get the kill this way. Perfect. I would love to keep this Ogre alive, so I'm going to do this. Again, I know I said it didn't really matter, but... let's go drop a big heal on the Ogre. And the Satyr can phase in behind and get a nice, a nice critical flank shot. That's great. We might as well sprint over as far as we can. That should do it. Alright, so they killed my little spider unit, which doesn't matter at all. We can do this. Nice. And then we can use a Node Serpent. Oop, oh, shoot. Around the back. That didn't... I didn't mean to take that attack of opportunity. Alright, well, we'll do this. There it is. Nice, and that should put Svengir into the void, and now all we have to do is take his throne city. And we have our little guy who's going to come dig through this wall momentarily. So let's do that. We will grab the throne. Perfect. Svengir is eliminated. We've defeated all the Commonwealth. Now all we have to do is get that teleporter, I think. So let's take a look at what items Svengir had. Take Reskar over and take a quick peek. Oh, nice. Really good headgear. Way better than what Reskar already has. So we will just do a straight replacement. Got some jewel items that give strong will, a short sword. Everybody's already got a melee weapon, I'm pretty sure. Sell that. We'll take the blowpipe. Let's see, does everybody already have jewel items? They do. So we will give this to Urati and then keep one for ourselves. Let's just check. Does everybody else have headgear? Sundrin doesn't. And we... Oh, a shield. So we'll put that for that. And then, yeah, Sundrin, we want to give her the helmet. I just don't know if it's going to get there in time. Before the scenario ends. So I might just hang on to the item with Reskar and just remember that we want to give that to Sundrin. Alright, there we go. So, city awaits its fate. We're just going to absorb it. Skill to research. I mean, at this point, it's kind of doesn't really matter. We'll start working on Eldritch Horror because why not? And then, production. I mean, again, we can kind of just go nuts because we are right at the end here, hopefully. So, these cities I'm not going to worry about. Right on the front lines, so... Yeah, Great Temple, sure, why not? Over here, yeah, like I said, not worrying about developing my new dwarven ones. Like I said, this is all kind of just, ooh, a Grand Palace, heck yeah. And we'll do merchandise because we run the gold supply pretty low. And speaking of, there we go. We replenish it a little bit with that treasure. Okay. And then Sundrin can just keep on moving. These ones as well. And, yeah, we'll just follow along. Everybody's just kind of doing their thing. So Groshak, I don't really think there's anything else for him to do. Can he still gain experience? I mean, he can, so we could go fight this spider, I guess. Let's do an auto combat. Might not mean he gets any experience, but... there we go. And then, yeah, otherwise, I think we're just going to tell everybody to stay put. And we can head over with our breach loader just to provide some assistance to the... And we'll send our node serpents down here just in case. Because you never know, we might actually uncover something we have to fight. That would be a good reason to also send Reskar down that way. And we'll just do that. And this guy we can send underground just for good measure. As a backup. Alright, they can just stay put. Let's keep moving over that way. And then we will start summoning a Frost Elemental. End our turn. Okay. Alright, nice. Items have arrived, so that's the shield for Groshak, some pants for Sundrin. These are just an upgrade on these boots, so we'll just do a little swap there. Now that other hero, I'm assuming, doesn't come with us, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. When I say doesn't come with us, I mean into the next scenario. Let's see how far can we go through this. Excellent. Okay, so then... Great. The local Commonwealth leaders have been vanquished, and we have found the teleporter to Stronghelm. The invasion can now begin. Well, excellent. Excellent. Look at that. So, this went super well. I mean, we kind of steamrolled all of the opponents here. Very, very happy with how that went. And we didn't end up having to fight Aweness, which was nice as well. We gained some good experience. We now have Call Beast Horde with Reskar, which is excellent. So all in all, I'm pretty darn happy with how this went. We will save it here. Not sure if I even need to. I think it auto-saves the win, but yeah, it does. So we'll just call it... actually, here you can see Wild Magic Win is already saved. So we're in good shape. So as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.